My indie game is somewhat playable now, and it will be coming soon to Steam, so make sure to wishlist it. I know it's been a very long time since my last update. As I've been focusing on setting up the Steam multiplayer, there haven't been as many exciting features to showcase. But that said, I've still got a few new features that I want to show you. You'll notice that I've added some responsive reticles to the weapons. The size changes based on the current accuracy of the gun, so if you're aiming or jumping, they get wider or closer together. So far, everything's just been in this sandbox level for testing the game. I made this beautiful little menu with settings that let you change your FOV and sensitivity and stuff. From here you can exit the game, or click play game to create a session or join a game from a server browser. At the moment, LAN parties work fine, meaning you can play with your friends when they come over for dinner, but to work online through Steam, I'm using the Advanced Session plugin that requires me to build a project in C++, which broke everything and took me multiple days to get working. But I added this lobby level, so you can run around waiting for the host to start the game, and then when they're back from making a pot noodle or doing whatever annoying thing hosts do, when they're AFK, they can start the game, or end it prematurely through a tab menu while playing. And please tell me, how do you think the game should start? Should there be a timer, a ready up system, or a voting system? Currently the host controls it all, and I'm not sure about kicking players. When you've made it into a game, you can select characters and weapons which are available to the game mode, which you will respawn with next time you'll die, allowing you to actually switch them out at runtime. I know the user interface looks diabolical, it's just a placeholder so I can program what the buttons do, but I'll make everything pretty later on. I'm hoping the obnoxious pink text makes this clear that it won't be in the final game. I did some more balancing to the weapons, reducing the overpowered recoil so you can't fly anymore with a shotgun, but you can still sort of glide. And it feels pretty fun and balanced, so I might make it a separate movement ability for one of the pieces. Oh, and someone suggested from my last update, I added knockback and explosions to the rockets, allowing you to rocket jump and make enemies fly into the air. This is in conjunction with the recoil from the rocket firing, so it's very difficult to hit enemies directly, but there is also an instant detonation to the projectiles. There is now a proper wave system in the game, so I can choose the amount of enemies for each wave in the editor, and then these spawners will spawn them throughout the round, with a 30-second rest period in between, so you can set up traps, heal, and switch your weapons. The AI was a bit neurodivergent in the last devlog, so I improved the AI slightly so that it marches towards the player and shoves you, which does a tiny bit of damage and knocks you back. I'll make them shoot guns at some point, I swear. And by the way, you can now shove enemies by pressing the V key, so this might help if you're being swarmed into a corner. Remember to always stay moving in Checkmate Protocol. I've done a tiny bit more artwork for the new House of Cards map, which I'm making look more stylized to match the characters. I added these cards with picture characters that I painted in 2D, and made a shader that randomizes them based on their location in the world. This one's got to be my favourite, and I think it would be cool to print these into an actual deck of cards at some point if you want any merchandise, so let me know in the comments if you're interested. The dice and casino chips add some more cover to the open table. I just need to make sure to rotate them when placing them around the map. The wave system I've set up lets me customise which enemies to spawn and how many should be on a map at once, and whether to use any special enemies. For now I've got these basic rounds set up, and then I've got additional ones like Bishop Geddon, Charge of the Night Brigade, and Pawn Apocalypse. The king wanders around a map, staying near to his hiding place, and the goal is to defend him wave after wave. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy these new features to Checkmate Protocol.